Hi everybody, Miss-Elaineos here and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, this is where I visit tourist attractions and I'm especially interested in hidden delights. That is, places that are offbeat and a bit quirky. Today I've completed the troika of East End farms and I've been to Stepney City Farm. I've also recently been to Spitalfields City Farm and Hackney City Farm. Stepney City Farm was created in 1979 by the local community and it sits in a site that was bombed out in 1941 during World War II. Come and take a walk in my shoes and I'll show you some rare breeds. I will show you goats, I will show you sheep, I will show you a sow with her piglets. Mind you, cute they may be, but we all know what happens to them at the end of the day. I will also show you donkeys, rabbits and farmyard cats. Remember to give me a like, remember to hit notifications and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I will see you in the video.
The farm sits on a site which was occupied by Stepney Congregational Church and was once called Stepping Stones Farm. Also, you can see the remains of Worcester House on the site. Now that house dated from between 1450 to 1550 and was known locally as King John's Manor. First of all, we see goats. The farm supplements its income by breeding animals to be sold for their meat, with goat meat being the most commonly consumed meat in the world. Now, I didn't know that. The females breed with goats from nearby farms once a year, and the farm is committed to ethical farming standards regarding the sale of its meat and its eggs. A polytunnel is a modern version of a greenhouse. As well as being used by their on-site cafe, fruit, vegetables and flowers grown here supply top London restaurants. The farm also sells its produce on-site and offers advice and encouragement for those wanting to grow their own plants. Here we see ducks. This was my second walk around the farm, the first time they were paddling in the pool. I do have some photos of that on my blog. The garden at the back of the polytunnel, and this farm does not raise ducks for their meat, although it does sometimes sell their eggs. Here are sheep, and this is the only city farm I've been to that I'm aware of, and feel free to correct me, that sells its livestock for its meat. It's very open with promoting that, and let's be honest, everyone needs to know how their food gets to be on their plate. There are 3 breeds of sheep here at the farm, and they are rare and hardy Soay sheep, Ryland sheep, which are shaggy and need shearing once a year, and Manx Loctans. Some of the latter can have 4 or 6 horns, and even the females usually have horns. I apologise if I've mispronounced any of the breed names there. This is a working farm, very rustic and warnings abound. This boar is a Berkshire pig and he's called Mars. A Berkshire is the oldest recorded pedigree pig breed in Britain. The farm is committed to the preservation and protection of heritage breeds. There's some pigeons scrounging feed off other human beings wandering around the farm. Now the chickens are only used for their eggs and none of them is in danger of going into the cooking pot. They were certainly sociable and came right up to the fence, and they are a mixed flock. I used to believe that hens needed a cock to lay eggs, but they don't. They do, of course, need a rooster to produce chicks. Local schools incubate and hatch chicks for the farm every spring. Poultry Paradise here is a work in progress. A farmers' market is held here every Saturday, selling fresh London and home counties produce. the duck pond, and in front of us we have rare Buff Orpington ducks. They are frequently referred to as pond ornaments. They're a friendly breed. Another deep yet scenic lake, and the farm is a charity, and various spaces can be hired for parties, corporate and learning events, and for film and photographic shoots. I'm approaching the allotments, and there are 64 allotments on the farm, and these can only be accessed by their holders. There's apparently a 23-year waiting list for an allotment. Now I'm heading towards the pigs. There's a few huddled away in the sty. And warning signs advising you that pigs can bite. Donkeys in that field, and more signs. Don't forget to check out my blog. I have lots of lovely photos on there, including one of the sow with her little piglets chasing after her. The sow is called Plum, and she has a litter of 8 to 12 piglets every summer. Some are used for meat, and some are passed on to other farms. Hello, missus. Look at him, isn't he cute? And yes, we all know what happens to piglets at the end of the day. As I mentioned before, we have a moral obligation to know how the food gets to be on our plates. I just thought I'd show you this farmyard cat. There are 4 on the farm. The donkeys are called George and Dunstan, after nearby churches. They are the oldest animals on the farm, have taken part in Nativity and Palm Sunday events, and George has even been the ring bearer for an engagement proposal. I'm taking you to see rare Brecon Buff geese, and these have a friendly temperament. Geese can often be cantankerous. Look, a couple have got their heads under their wings. It's their polite way of telling me to bugger off. The back of one of the signs for Stepney City Farm there. The farm has 3 resident artists who sell their work on the farm. They produce woodworkings, pottery and contemporary mixed media landscapes, and they also hold classes and workshops. Another sign for Stepney City Farm. We only saw the backside of the other one. Ooh, missus. You can hear the dulcet tones of the traffic in the background. This is a real urban delight, and it was a bit of a nostalgia trip for me. I used to work in the area some years ago. The farm cafe is currently closed while they search for a new operator, but until one is found, there's a pop-up cabin cafe at weekends. They also have a classroom and garden deck, which are available for you to hire. The rabbits were happy to pose for me, and apparently they also house guinea pigs and ferrets, but I didn't see those on this occasion. Apart from the cats, the ferrets are the only carnivorous animals on the farm. Here I am taking you for a quick walk through the stables. We have a rack of wellies here to the right, which I assume are for volunteers and workers. I was in my sensible shoes. Look, no high heels here. Here's the seating area. Pussycat. And another pussycat. Running towards the garden deck and classroom that I mentioned. This joyful artwork is a map of the farm, and it appears to be made from plastic lids. This looks like the cat I saw before. Hello, pussy features. And I'll leave you with a view of the beautiful artwork.
Thank you for watching, and I do hope you enjoyed the video. Leave me a comment and tell me what you thought, and you might want to tell me where you'd like me to visit next. I've also visited Hackney City Farm and Spitalfields City Farm, and I've got videos about them also, and the link is here. Remember to give me a like, subscribe to my channel and click on that notifications bell. Come and see me soon for another miscellaneous adventure. Until then, ta-ta for now.